So, hi guys, welcome back to Legends of Wildemount. This is just a recorded version of the campaign. We're not really streaming today on Wednesday because of the Twitch blackout that's going around, and if you don't know what the Twitch blackout is, Google it, maybe. It's basically in support of some practices that Twitch does in regards to not-so-great content creators, but that's all I'm going to go into about it. Yes, we're recording, so the announcements might not be up to date. Only one of them really will be, and that's... we are still raising money for the Bail Project, and that is going until July 10th. So that is like from today of this recording, that is still 2 weeks away, plus, yeah, about 2 weeks away, plus 2 days. So 16 days, we're still raising money for the Bail Project, and then going forward, other charities. Mostly BIPOC-focused and trans-focused. But yeah, and then I think... Sam, who runs Soldiers of the Lich Queen, is also putting out a new episode of Demystifying DMing. It'll probably be this week or next week. Or whenever you're listening to this. Maybe when you're listening to this, it's already out, so who knows. Yeah. So, however, we last left off Wildemount. You guys had a night in the Shaded Bough Inn, wandered the streets to do stuff, and... oh boy, I don't remember. Talindra, yes, Talindra and yes, because of tech issues, there were some minor hiccups I'm trying to remember.
Yeah. Me and Enoch were doing a jam session. If that's what you're trying to remember.
No, that was the.
That was at the end.
At the end.
We had some hot coffee.
You had some hot coffee.
We did have
Had
some
breakfast.
We went to leave. Yeah,
Yes.
we went to leave.
And
We
then
spotted
we went to get Gravel's bicycle.
Yeah.
That's right.
yeah.
And then you guys saw the elixir salesman kind of pulling his cart out of town, and Lindak ran off to tell the guards. And because of technical issues, Talindra followed, I believe, or was that when the technical issues were sorted out? Anyway, Talindra followed Lindak.
No, she had to follow. Yeah.
And Enoch just ran straight after the elixir salesman, after Vinlock Gravel suggested maybe they follow. Well, I don't know even know if there was a suggestion. Either way, Enoch just ran after the elixir salesman, and the two began questioning him. And he definitely seemed a little fishy. Didn't really reveal too much information about why he was leaving Deastok, and the party decided to just attack the dude. So that happened, and the potion salesman, not wanting to get murdered by these two individuals, drank a potion he had himself and turned himself into a deathlock. And the deathlock fought the party, and eventually, essentially, just fought Gravel and Enoch, and not too long into the fight, his head was caved in, and crushed and essentially obliterated. And when the town guard came, they pointed, "Hey, this is the potion salesman." Gravel went into the salesman's cart and found a bunch of interesting potions that had very important individuals' names on it, like King Bertrand Dwendal and his family, but also the leader of Deastok also had their name on a vial. And instead of handing this information over, along with a letter that had a unbroken seal on it of a meteor with a worm around it.
Wham.
A worm, a earthworm, a wriggling little worm. And instead of handing over this information when the guards arrived with Lindak and Talindra, Gravel kept all of that to himself and on his person.
He hasn't told any of you guys about it yet.
Nope. The letter, the potions, and everyone kind of... The guards asked the party, like, what would they like to be called in the official document. Party couldn't think of anything, so they decided... The guards told them they needed to stay in town one more day just to finalize paperwork. While this was happening, the party went to go visit Enoch's farmer friend, Bertrand, and talked about some stuff. And basically, Bertrand inquired about buying Lindak's horse, but not for the price Lindak was suggesting, based on Bertrand being a farmer and he knows the prices of livestock. And he eventually invited the party to dinner the following day once they were sorted with their business in town. The party went back into town. Enoch and Talindra went back to the Shaded Bough Inn to play some music for the patrons, while Gravel kind of went to the blacksmiths to do some locksmithing stuff, and Lindak went to the stables to check on his horses. Eventually, the party kind of regrouped at the Shaded Bough Inn, while Enoch and Talindra and a local bard who usually plays this tavern by himself joined them in a hearty song, and Enoch and Talindra and this bard were actually given gold coin purses on the table. And we pick up immediately at the end of that music session. The patrons all kind of stand up and they start clapping like, oh, very good, very good. And everyone kind of just goes back to their drinking and their own little thing in the tavern.
Well, he's
Very
gonna
well
grab-
done.
Thank you. You as well. Yes,
Thank you.
and who are you? He's gonna look at the
Russell.
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 You play your instrument well.
Thank you. And he's got like the traditional like bard hat. He's got the bard beret, like the puffy, purplish bard beret. Got kind of like the bardish tunic, the kind of like puffy pants where like the socks come all the way up to his knees, and he's got little curled shoes. And he's like, you got kind of got like a little pointed little goatee and a curled mustache. He's like, oh, thank you.
Jesse. Yes.
He's gonna pull
Yes,
the pouches that they have acquired to him. He's gonna look at Vinlock. Can you want to count these? He's gonna like push them over.
I can.
Oh yeah, let's give those things a look. You guys need any help?
The bard looks over at the little gnome approach to count the coins. He's like, I can count coins. I do this as a profession.
You can count them then, and he slides them back across the table.
Okay, he starts counting. Oh, he looks in all 3 bags, so there's 3 coin bags. Oh, they're all the same.
That's convenient.
And he kind of like shows like all 3 of you, like all the 2 of you, like the amount in the bag. And he's like, yeah, they all look the same. 10 gold in each coin purse. And he shows you 10 gold coins in each of these coin purses. So he goes, that's not too bad. And he ties his off at his waist. He doesn't do that. He pours it into his other coin purse that he has on his person. And then he goes, well, that was exciting.
It was.
Yes.
But it was very nice meeting you. I very much enjoyed your instrument. I haven't seen it before. Don't stop.
Sorry. I am so sorry. That caught me off guard. Oh man. Sleep deprivation. Thank you so much.
She gives lessons on playing instruments. You should.
Well, I know my
What does
instrument.
that mean?
Dog, you are insane.
She, with her. Don't you teach? Isn't that what you do?
I could. I suppose.
Vinlock's gonna put a hand on Enoch.
I
and just
don't.
be like,
I don't need lessons. I was taught by Madame La Charmée.
As was I.
Oh, that explains a lot, actually.
It does.
I was trained by a shaman at my tribe.
That's very interesting.
Yes, very.
Thank you. Her name wasn't. Never mind. And he's gonna go count his coins.
It is nice to meet you. What was your name again?
Russell.
Russell?
Yes, and he's he's a human, so.
Where are you from?
Oh, here in Deastok.
Russell of Deastok. All right. Well, my friends and I have a couple things to talk about.
Oh, yes, I have things to attend to as well.
All right.
I appreciate you letting me join in. And again, this is usually my night that I perform, and I was a bit caught off guard. So, thank you for letting me take part.
You're welcome.
Is our pleasure.
And he gives a little bow and leaves the inn. Leaving you all to your own devices.
Hey.
Counting.
Hey. That guy took his gold,
Yep,
correct?
he did.
Okay. All right. Which of you all has the biggest room? Do you think?
I would assume they're all fairly equal.
All right. Let's all go to my room if you don't mind.
All right.
He says, kind of just looking around.
Okay.
I look around just to see if there's anything overt that I'm like unaware of.
No, the bar's pretty
We
loud.
getting-
Patrons are here drinking, so no one's really paying attention.
Are we getting dinner? I'm kinda
Maybe
hungry.
later.
It's not really close to dinner time yet.
Are we getting early dinner?
Teeth.
Second breakfast. All right.
Yeah, if you guys want, you guys can probably get a drink before leaving the...
Yeah. How much will a gold get me? He's gonna like walk over to the bar
Oh!
and grab a piece. Just 1 gold. I want as much as this can provide. He's gonna like push the coin.
You want good quality or bad quality? You notice it's a different bartender today. A very bald kind of human. He's missing most of his teeth. But he's very well dressed, but missing a lot of his teeth. Yeah, what you want? You want like shit? You want good stuff? Shit? What you want?
Probably nothing that is shit. That's yeah, the good stuff.
Good stuff for a gold coin. Alright. And he reaches over behind him and he grabs 1 entire bottle and just puts it on the counter.
All right. All right. Thank you. He's gonna walk off.
That's mead. It's really good mead.
Thank you for the mead.
Made here in
Back to his friends.
Deastok. And he takes with the coin and just slides it towards him.
Okay.
Vinlock is already up in his room, like preparing like chairs and stuff around there, and just leaving the door open.
And Lindak,
Make it cozy.
probably right behind Vinlock, or within a minute anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, I just go right up.
Okay.
With the rest.
Is this like a cork? How's the
Yeah, it's
the
a cork.
top of
It's
this?
a cork.
Is it like enough where would I need someone would have been like pre-opened, or do I have to like go get a
Completely unopened. You
make
but-
about halfway up the stairs and turns around?
Okay. Okay.
Can you open this for me?
Oh, kind of looks at you and your muscles. Sure. Why not? And he
Okay.
pulls out a hand,
And he gives it to him.
and just with he's gonna try to pull it out with his bare hands.
Okay.
But yeah, he just goes. Rolled a 19 plus 2, so he hands it back to you. And as
Very
soon as he hands it
strong.
back to you, you just smell an overwhelming smell of like honey, and honey. And as it
Okay.
opens up, there's like kind of like that, and like a like it's carbonated. A little bit of like that carbonation gas comes at the top, and as you look in, it's very like effervescent, and it's kind of got like a gold shimmer to it, almost like there's gold flakes in it. You know how you get that Goldschlager alcohol? It's got gold flakes in it.
Uh-oh.
This is
Uh-oh.
this is mead with gold flakes in it.
Okay. Thank you. And he's gonna get back to about halfway up the stairs, and he's gonna like
Okay.
bottoms up a little bit.
So, has he not
He's
ever
not-
had alcohol before?
Uh-huh.
Okay, cool.
I mean, he's probably for Goliath, he's probably considered like a lightweight because
Okay.
he doesn't consume it
Okay.
a lot.
So, you've had alcohol before. You know there's a burn to it, especially like the harsh alcohol that you make in the mountains. There's not much to make alcohol from in the mountains, and there's no burn to it, and it's like really sweet, not in like a overly sweet way, but it's kind of like a sweet like if you ever had mead, it tastes like honey, and then there's like a crisp dryness to it at the back. So it's like a mix between mead and sparkling cider.
Sounds pretty darn good.
I'm gonna sit there for a second. Huh. Just gonna hit it back again.
Mhm.
Another big gulp.
Alright. Tastes really good.
Has Enoch ever? Oh man, I bet he's feeling the burps coming up. Oh.
Yeah, it's carbonated, so
Oh.
Yeah. Let's out burp.
those sugars are definitely carbonating or breaking down.
Okay. All right, he's gonna make his way the rest of
Okay.
the way to Vinlock. So
Okay. You guys are sitting in Vinlock's room, and you can smell like the scent of honey approaching. Like it's the scent, like the smell from that bottle is very like it perfumes out.
Wow.
So that means it has a very high alcohol content.
Yeah, it's very strong.
Vinlock.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So, like, come in.
Yeah.
I got some of this, and he's gonna hand it to the closest person.
Okay,
And-
I'll roll a d4. Closest
It's not
person.
Vinlock.
Closest person is Lindak.
Okay.
Hands it to Lindak.
Oh, Lindak takes it and he just has a little.
Yeah, really sweet,
Oh.
really sweet, carbonated, no alcoholic burn to it.
Very nice. Very nice.
Very dangerous.
Passes it off.
Much like that green apple whiskey and honey whiskey, there's no burn to it.
Enoch,
Mhm.
could you close the door, please?
Yes, and he goes to close it.
All right.
Leans up against the door.
Lindak passed the bottle on to whoever.
Take a sip.
So, how are all of you?
Rather odd
Good.
question.
You know, I mean, we've known each other for a while.
Have we?
Not particularly.
For a day, then,
Is that a long time in Gnome?
man, this is gonna be difficult.
And he looks to the windows of the room that he's in.
Okay.
Is there anything like? I imagine this is second floor window.
Yeah, second floor.
What can he see when he looks out the window?
Perception check. Oh, you don't need to make a perception check for looking out the window. Just streets and buildings.
Okay. Are there any buildings across the street that could look into the window?
No. Actually, yes. Sorry. Just like a house.
He's gonna. If there are,
They're blinds.
yeah, he's gonna
Okay.
pull them closed,
Sure.
and hopefully everyone else kind of picks up on the cue that.
So, you know that guy that poisoned a bunch of people in town?
Yeah.
I'm familiar.
I think something big's going on.
Something bigger than poisoning half the garden town?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Killing all the guards in town.
You know, that is the next thing up on that, you know, list of escalation.
Why would he be leaving though? He was leaving. to go make more.
That's what he said.
Yeah, and then I stopped him.
Well, here's the thing. Have any of you had what he called night terrors? Like bad dreams?
Sometimes. I mean, not that I don't think I needed a potion for it though. You don't have
Well,
nightmares?
Something that he said before we got into the fight with him. He said something about how everybody in town kind of wanted that, and in fact a lot of people did. So why is everybody having bad dreams?
That's a good question.
Anyway, a lot of this is actually this is gonna make things a little bit easier. Enoch, you know this already, but try to keep him calm.
And he pulls his hair out.
Whoa.
Okay.
And then rubs away a bit of the makeup, so he goes from like peach flesh colored, matching that of most rock gnomes, to a gray, like almost stone-like quality and texture to his skin.
Not sure if you two have ever heard of my kind, but I've heard of yours.
Enoch's like watching Lindak. Especially Lindak. Lindak seems more intimidating, but he's going to be watching both of them.
Okay.
Are disguising yourself for a good reason?
Actually, yes. Also this.
And he takes his voice a pitch lower.
Yeah. I mean, you two had a whole lot of trouble. Given the circumstances. You could have gotten yourselves in some deep stuff just by looking the way you do. So, I mean, that's why I usually have a disguise. And put on airs makes things a little easier to work.
Is this the only thing you're keeping from us? You were keeping from us?
No.
Well, I appreciate the honesty there.
And right now you might recognize that he has a satchel on him that he hasn't had on him before. And he brings it over his head.
I found this on that potion seller's in that potion seller's wagon here.
And he'll open it up and show you guys the vials with the names on them. King Bertrand Dwendal, Prince Idis, Princess Syria,
Yep.
and Dieter McGinnis.
We recognize that last name, don't we?
Yeah, the leader of Deastok. Everyone, all these names are recognizable. Everybody knows King Bertrand Dwendal.
Yeah, there's also like at least 3 other Dieters in this town, so yeah, it's recognizable.
Yeah, the leader of Deastok.
Dieterville.
Do you think the bard was also the general store owner, Russell?
Man, I keep reading names. Fuck off.
I was just reading my notes. I was like, wait, I have a Russell already written. Enoch's gonna
That
take
guy's
the
He doesn't own that name.
I know, that's true. He's gonna take the bottle and he's gonna hit it back again.
Okay.
For a second, I thought you meant like one of the vials.
Yeah,
that-
that's what I
and I
thought.
was just like, no.
Bottoms up.
Yeah, so you guys weren't there, but what's in these bottles looks like the same stuff that that potion seller drank before he turned into an undead-looking thing. So I'm not sure what these are. Anyway,
Anybody good with alchemy or herbalism?
I mean, we might.
Never mind.
I mean, we might be able to figure it out somehow, but there's more.
Oh,
I kept this from the guards because of the names that I saw. This seemed to perhaps be bigger. And I don't know. I don't know why I kept it, honestly. I really shouldn't care, but I took a risk. And
It was a huge risk. I mean,
yes.
I think
We are
it
already
may have
people-
been a good choice, though. Is
we're
something
already
with those
people who-
names on it would have got us super more involved in something that sounds like it may be political.
Yeah, I wanted to have all of you around whenever we figured this out. And he pulls out the black letter
Mm-hmm. And everyone,
with the orange seal.
everyone sees the orange seal, and it looks like a meteor or a comet. And there's a worm, like a night crawler worm, wrapped around the comet.
And
is the seal unbroken?
Yes,
Right.
that letter has not been opened.
then Gravel is going to take one of his daggers and go under the seal.
Okay.
Before you do that, is it
Please.
addressed to anyone?
No names on it.
It's black letter. They'd have to have did like some colored or bright luminescent ink, I think.
chalk.
Yeah. But yeah.
Yeah, what do you guys think?
And he just has his dagger out and kind of holding up the letter.
I think this is incredibly dangerous for many of us. Some
I can't
words than
read
others.
common, so I'm gonna hit the
Can't
bottle
read.
back again.
Constitution saving throw based on how much you've been drinking that.
This is 4, so. Oh, jeez. Oh, that's a 19 plus 4, 23.
Yeah, you're fine. You've been drunk before, probably.
Mhm.
It would take a lot to get a Goliath drunk, I see.
It's massive muscle, yeah.
So, yes, this is a big risk. Anyway, running it by you guys, I do not know what to do here.
Well, he was
Yeah.
staying at the warehouse area, correct?
Yeah.
So if there's more to this, maybe that's where we can start? Or if you want to look into it more, or did you want
Yeah.
to read the letter?
Well, do any of you have any way we could read this thing without breaking the seal?
I have calligrapher's supplies. Is there anything in that would
And that's
helps me write? I'm
to
not
open
sure if
to
it
read the
will
letter.
help
To
me
read the
seal
letter,
it.
you'd essentially have to break the seal.
I could mend the seal after the fact with mending.
Very smart.
Although,
Leading-
if that's assuming this isn't in any way magical or doesn't have any kind of.
Willing to take the risk.
All right. As you break the seal, all the lights in the room darken and dim. The fireplace goes out, and and the room gets kind of cold. The windows kind of open on their own. There's like a breeze that rolls in, and a voice emanates from the letter, saying, "Luther Hargreaves, we need you to craft your concoctions to herald our master's return. We have your family. Destabilize the Empire. Do this, and we will return them safe and uninfested. Grand Seer Thraxis, speaker for the worm that walks." And then the letter burns up and dissolves.
Uh-oh.
Did you say Speaker Thraxus?
Grand Seer Thraxus, Thraxus, speaker for the worm that walks.
And seer.
But initially it was dressed to Luther.
Luther, which you can probably assume is the potion salesman.
Oh no! I killed an innocent.
Well,
Was
Oh,
trying to
yeah,
kill
yes,
you, I believe.
Okay, yeah. Enak's probably gonna down a little bit more.
Okay.
By a little bit more, it's a lot.
Okay.
So when we opened this up, there was no actual letter inside?
No. Broke the seal, there was a voice that emanated, and then the envelope-ish thing just burned up.
So that didn't tell us anything about these other potions.
I feel like we've gotten involved in things that are beyond us, frankly.
Yeah, well, I think it's pretty easy to not be involved. You can just forget about it, honestly.
If they let us.
But Luther's family. I don't feel good.
You're going to suggest
Yeah.
that we rescue his family, aren't you?
Yeah.
That'd be
You're a
pretty
good
great
man,
if...
Enoch.
Yeah, that would be an idea if we knew where they even were, where they were being kept. If we knew
Do we
anything.
know anything about this Grand Seer Thraxus?
Nope.
Anybody know anything?
No one will.
Nobody's
Grand
ever-
Seer? Seer?
Grand Seer, S-E-E-R.
Okay.
The person who sees.
The grandest.
Thraxus.
Infested.
recognize
Infested
that
was used,
title?
right? Infested was used?
Yep.
Okay.
It said, destabilize the Empire, do this, and we will return your family safe and uninfested. I'll read the letter in my own voice now.
Okay.
We need you to craft your concoctions to herald our master's return. We have your family. Destabilize the Empire, do this, and we will return them safe and uninfested. Grand Seer Thraxus, speaker for the worm that walks.
Enak's gonna like press up against the wall and just kind of slide down
Okay.
the heavy thud to sit.
And the lights kind of like the fires, like the fireplace kind of comes back up. The windows close themselves. It can get warms back up in here.
That
Well.
was strange. Very strange. Have we ever heard of a Grand Seer? Is that like a title from the Cerberus Assembly or anything like that?
No. Nope. Mostly.
Well, for some reason, this guy wants to destabilize the Empire.
Stabilize.
And I don't know about you guys, but
I do not
I'm
want
trying
get
to
involved in that.
make a life for myself here.
What are you suggesting?
Well, honestly, nothing. We have no leads. I imagine we just keep our ears open.
I agree.
Just try to imagine we didn't see that? Or should
Yeah.
we? You're probably right.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure
I mean,
that
even
if
if
we
we
mention anything like this to the guard,
Oh, no. We should not do that.
right? Exactly. And we have a meeting with them tomorrow.
yeah.
What
Vinlock's
about
gonna. Oh, so go ahead.
what about the potions?
That's actually what I was about to. Vinlock's gonna pull out the one for Jeter McGinnis.
Okay.
And he's gonna look at it, open it up, and take a smell.
Cool. As soon as you open it up,
God.
a shape materializes inside the potion.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a little wriggling yellow worm.
And he holds it up for them to see.
Yeah, you all see it. And it smells like nothing. It has no scent whatsoever, and you get that's by design.
Is it just the worm? No liquid?
There's a liquid. It's like a clear liquid. The liquid goes from a dark purple to a clear liquid, and then there's a yellow worm wriggling around in it. Not a big worm, like maggot-sized.
It's not tequila then.
He's gonna dip a finger into the top.
The worm immediately races towards your finger.
You get it, pulls away.
Okay. And it goes back to resting in the liquid.
Well, that looks dangerous.
Enok's not even looking. He's at the bottle and he's kind of like twirling it on the floor.
Lid back on that.
He's gonna put the lid back on.
You put the lid
that
back on it,
thing.
and it goes back to a purple liquid with no worm floating in it.
That was strange.
Not sure how learned this potion maker was, but he's
Would you like me to try to detect magic to find out more information about these potions?
Oh, you can do that.
Can do that, yes.
Wow.
I will do that if you think it'll be helpful.
Yeah, I don't know how that shit works.
Okay, I take the potion, and I just start casting detect magic as a ritual.
Okay.
What's that song sound like?
Or however,
No, I'm joking.
or
I'm joking.
however, yeah.
Yeah.
Ah.
Nice. It's just
That
like
was
hitting
good.
an E.
Right?
It's really annoying
Like
after
the
a while.
perfect E pitch for 10 minutes straight. It's just like
By the end of it, you're all like, "Oh my god!"
So while it's so you do this, and for rules of identifying potions, the only way to really identify a potion is to take a sip, as it says in the rules, as written. It's definitely you detect an aura of magic, but nothing beyond that.
It says in the spell that I can get the School of Magic. Can I get that?
Nope,
No. Okay.
not for potions. Potions are a little.
Oh, not for potions. Okay.
It specifically states in the rules to identify a potion, you have to sip it.
Okay. Okay. Good to know. Okay, now I know that.
Yeah, I don't recommend testing that one out.
No, I wouldn't want to do that, and I give it back. I couldn't find out much information about it, I'm afraid.
Yeah, part of me thinks we should just smash these.
That could be dangerous depending on what it does.
Yeah. But holding on to them could be just as dangerous with the names that are on them.
Are the names in like labels?
Yeah.
Like taped on, or
Yeah,
could the names be removed?
certainly try.
Perhaps it's not smart to remove them.
as if you were saying that outwardly. I don't know if you were saying that in your head or
Sure,
not.
yeah.
Who knows why there are specific names on these bottles. So getting them mixed up might be bad.
True.
Honestly, I think, as unideal as it is, our best option might be to find a way of, find a place where we could hide them as best we can, and just pretend we haven't seen them. Just try to forget that they exist.
Or we go to the warehouse district and say we found this there.
It's still risky, I think, to be associated with it.
Or we could
We
just
could.
leave it there.
That might be a better option.
That is actually
for some kid to find and drink.
Oh,
Hopefully, anyone who comes across them would be smarter than that.
he said kid. Kids are not that smart.
That's unfortunately true.
Or maybe smart, but curious.
Do any of you have a way to, like, maybe anonymously inform a guard that there's something going on?
Other than writing a letter.
Yeah.
I do not. As far as I can tell, I could charm someone, but that's temporary.
So I definitely did not see, like, it was just an envelope. That's all it was?
Yep.
Fuck. Okay.
Well, anyway, that's all me right now. That's all I got. I'm pretty much at your mercy. So, please don't take that for granted or, turn me in.
I also am on a, shall I call it a secret mission, which does not involve politics so much, I don't think. I'm trying to stay away and uninvolved in that. I'm more trying to retrieve something that was stolen. And due to my actual, shall I say, uniqueness, nobody has really ever seen someone like me on this side of the border. That's why they weren't sure where I was from or what I am even.
Gravel's listening intently, but he's also trying to put his disguise back on.
Enok's gonna like get up, use the wall to like pull himself up. I need to take a walk. He's gonna like put the bottle down, open the door, and he's gonna leave.
Hey.
It's
Once
closed.
he gets... no. All right.
Hey.
So he's, after Enoch leaves, he's going to be like,
Hey, we need to look after that guy.
I think you're absolutely correct. As a matter of fact, unless you have more to say right now, I am going to go after him.
Yeah, we'll have to pick up where we left off in regards to opening up, so to speak. Yeah.
Where's he not going?
He's leaving.
Yeah? Where you going?
He is going to the warehouse district.
Okay.
Lindak chases after him and is going to try and catch him before he even leaves the bar, but he's not going to try and stop him. He is going to say, would you like some company?
He just kind of shrugs and leaves the bar.
What's up, Gravel?
I think Gravel's going to try and pull Lindak back.
Contested strength check.
Not like super strong, just enough so that he notices that he's
Okay.
attempting to do it.
Little tug on my cape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is it? Vinlock?
Maybe we should just tail him, follow him. That might be a good idea to see if anybody's onto us.
I see. Yes, good idea. So I will follow him instead of
Tal.
a retcon.
So is it just Lindak going at this point?
No,
No, we're
you guys are.
Okay, we're all going. Okay,
You're
then I
tailing
would
Enoch.
have followed them.
Okay.
Okay.
Tal, what do you think? We're thinking about just tailing Enoch here. We don't.
I
Again,
would
none
like
of
to
us-
know where he's going if he
Yeah,
knows all this
none-
information.
Yeah, none of us really know too much about him. He's been a really good friend to me, but he also seems pretty adamant on leaving as soon as possible.
He didn't
Just
seem
like,
suspicious until right now.
yeah, well, he planned on leaving as soon as possible, just like that potion seller. So I don't really know if he's tied to any of this or what.
Yes, I think we should see what his plans are for sure.
Enoch, as you get outside the bar and start walking down the street, someone kind of walks up to you in a cloak, hooded cloak. You can see their face and everything. They're not really hiding their features or anything. Kind of got wrinkles, blue eyes, a goatee, very elderly looking. And he goes, "Oh, are you Enoch? I have a letter from Bertrand."
Yes.
"Oh, excellent." And he hands you the letter and just kind of, "Have a wonderful day." And he just walks away.
Puts it into his pouch and he continues walking.
Okay. You all exit the tavern next. Are you being quiet about this? Stealthy?
Oh yeah.
I need everybody
Is
to
it-
make, everybody to make stealth checks against Enoch's passive perception.
Alright.
All right.
Ooh! I scored high. Got 21.
Alright.
Got disadvantage on stealth.
Correct.
Oh, is it? Oh, you
No,
have.
he does because he's wearing armor.
Okay.
And I rolled in that one.
Nat 1.
Oh.
I rolled an 18.
18. Alright, 2 of you succeed, so you guys kind of, Lindak kind of accidentally kicks just kicks a barrel or something over, and it's a barrel full of rainwater, and it just, and you all kind of just pull Lindak back into the bar. Enoch doesn't really notice and just keeps walking.
Okay.
And you guys are following Enoch.
That we are.
How far back?
We'll try to, however long it takes for him to turn a corner.
Okay.
We're just gonna watch until he turns a corner, take that note, and catch up.
All right.
And watch until he turns a corner, take that note, catch up.
Okay. After about half an hour, Enoch, you get to the warehouse district.
Okay. He's gonna close his eyes for a second. All right. He's gonna is there a lot of activity, or is there like a place, like essentially like a building that looks potentially like a home or like a residence that's like close to this area?
Perception check.
15.
15. No, just warehouses. One of the warehouses, though, looks a little decrepit and abandoned, though. It's kind of the furthest warehouse.
One of that one.
Resting up right against the outer wall of the city, almost.
He's gonna go to that one.
Okay. You guys follow?
He's gonna check the surrounding area for any kind of tire marks or wheel
Okay.
marks.
It's nighttime. Do you have dark vision?
Mm-mm.
All right.
Oh wait.
Investigation check with disadvantage.
Okay.
So Justin, time-wise, did we spend the whole day playing, or did
No.
they spend the whole day
No.
playing?
A couple hours.
Because it was in the early morning.
Yeah, it
when
was a few hours. So a short rest, essentially. Not enough for a long rest.
Okay, so the reason why I was confused is if it's nighttime now, that means between the time of.
Oh, sorry. Early evening, so the sun is setting.
Okay, cool. Sorry, Justin.
So just a short rest, yeah. Investigation
Wow.
with disadvantage because it's low light.
Okay. I rolled a 15 and an 18, so investigation is a 16.
16. Yeah, you can see tire marks going towards from the wheels of the wagon, going to the forest warehouse.
I'm gonna follow those.
All right. Everyone else is following behind. Not enough room to kind of like hide from him at this point, because a lot of the warehouses are lined up symmetrically in a line. So you have to be like going behind little crates every couple of feet to like continue. So with that, since the train has changed, I need another stealth check from everybody.
We're totally Scooby doing it, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Especially since I'm like super small.
Show up in a
Yeah, you'll have the
barrel.
heads tacked on top of each other, looking over.
Oh man, I rolled a natural one.
Natural 1. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Sorry.
What'd Gravel get?
26.
Okay. Lindak.
8.
8. And a cat goes scooting out from, and you can see that Talindra accidentally stepped on a sleeping cat's tail, and
Just
Lindak
bolt behind a barrel.
accidentally booted it when it was running away, and it's like, and it runs out, and Enoch, you hear a cat just squeal and scream about 30 feet behind you.
Yeah, he turns. Oh, yeah, he turns.
Yeah, you see Talindra and Lindak kind of like looking around, and Gravel. You don't see Gravel.
Yeah. Well, let's just say Gravel was in the same place they were, and he probably does see Gravel like do the slow head turn towards Lindak and Tal, like.
Bring it.
I'm not sneaky. Tried to tell you that. I'm not sneaky.
He just. Hi.
Enoch, we've come to help.
Why'd you kick that cat?
Oh, that was an accident.
How do you accidentally kill a cat?
I didn't see him and he went in front of my foot.
All right. Well, there's tracks here. He's gonna turn and keep walking.
Okay.
Toward the warehouse.
Sure.
Well, you blew it. Looks like we're gonna have to kill him.
Good luck.
That might be a little bit,
Yeah. Good luck.
little bit hasty.
Did
Yeah.
we take a short rest technically? Would that count as a short rest? Okay.
The,
Let me go ahead and get my axe
yeah.
insurance back just in case.
Yeah, the playing. Yeah, the music session in the bar
Okay.
counted.
Cool.
I'm being sarcastic.
Figured.
But Enoch, you get to the warehouse and the doors are padlocked with a big chain. And there is a window, but it's like 40 feet up. It's a very tall warehouse. And it's like a 20 by 20 foot window.
I'm gonna grab the lock and the chains, like pick it up a little bit, just like look at it, not enough to like pull it away.
Pretty heavy.
Gonna look over his shoulder,
See,
and he's gonna kind of step to the side,
yeah.
and gesture to it.
Yeah, so Gravel, you see this huge lock. It's probably like, it's almost the size of your head. And it's keeping these chains very taut and secure in place and keeping this door absolutely barred shut.
Well, in for a penny, in for a pound, I guess.
And he's going to see if he can't unlock it. And while he's doing so, he's going to ask Enoch.
So, you have anything to do with any of this? You crushed that guy's head pretty easily.
No, I needed to busy my mind, so. But no, I don't have anything to do with this.
Insight check.
I was gonna say that too. Can I do one as well?
Sure.
Or am I with it? I guess I'm assuming I am. Assuming we're all together.
Yeah.
Alright, so that's a...
That was bad anyways. That was a 7.
I know the truth too, so yeah. A 7? Okay.
So 8... What's 8 plus 7?
15.
15.
He's not lying.
Alright. He's gonna keep trying to unlock this
Alright,
thing.
slide a hand check with your thieves tools or whatever.
Yeah. All right.
And it's a big lock.
That is a 24.
24. That's like 9 higher than the DC. You just
Nice.
and and the lock just unlocks and the chains go lack, or slack rather.
Thank you. And he's gonna pick the chains and try to remove them from the door.
Easily, just
Yeah,
Gonna-
you know, it's because they don't use my locks.
You could get this customer, and he's gonna grab the door, and or is it like slide or is it pull?
it's a push open.
Push. Okay, he's gonna push it open just enough to make like a enough to where like he could like visually look through.
Okay. It's really dark in there. No light sources. You can't see anything because of dark vision and low light. So, no dark
Okay.
vision and low light.
He's gonna use his divine sense.
Okay. You don't detect anything either.
Okay. He wipes the blood from his eye and pushes the door the rest of the way.
All right. And those of you with dark vision, which I believe is everyone else, I think. You guys can see that this warehouse has been set up to be a alchemist's kind of workshop. Various vials and ingredients kind of hanging from the ceiling, not from the ceiling, from like the walls. In the middle of the warehouse is like a large bubbling cauldron, still bubbling. Oh shit! Actually, hold on. Let me look up divine sense real quick.
I can sense anything affected by the hollow spell, know the location of any celestial fiend undead within 60 feet. That is not behind total cover.
Okay.
So hollow
That's why he
spell
opened
means
the door.
Fey as well.
Yeah,
Okay.
Fey as well.
Is it?
Yeah.
Because the
No,
hollow spell is Fey.
Oh no. Celestial, and this is specific. So it's essentially like a reduced version of
Yes.
detect good and evil.
Yes.
So I don't get Fey.
So
That's part of the detect. Yeah,
divine
I
sense
mean, I
is a little
guess.
different. You don't detect
Yeah.
Fey with divine sense.
it's all bad things.
So you actually detect evil coming from that cauldron.
Okay.
And yeah, it's just like it looks like it's an alchemist workshop. Bubbling cauldron. That's about it.
Okay.
Is it just a section of the warehouse? Like warehouses are pretty big.
And the evil is undead, and it's a rather large warehouse. Yeah, it's like enough to store. It looks like it was once used to store like siege weaponry.
But it's like a small area in the.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then it looks like an area for sleeping was set up at one point. And at one point, like there's like a bathroom area set up. Like it looked like he might have been living in this place.
All right. He's gonna pull the Morning Star, undo it from his side, his belt essentially, and grab his shield. And he's gonna essentially hold the mace with his shield arm, so he's not technically like using his shield, but he
Okay.
wants at least a free hand. And he's gonna approach this area.
Okay.
Enak, you got some?
Yeah, the cauldron is coming up undead.
What do you mean? Oh, your thing.
Yes. Just be on guard.
Contents, I imagine, not the cauldron itself.
Maybe.
I'll just hold an attack in case anything like
He's gonna approach
undead
kind
or
of
evil
the,
looking
Lindak
pops up.
pulls his sword out.
Okay. It is extremely dark in here though. So Enoch, you're running on not much sight. You're kind of just like feeling around in the dark.
Shit.
Enoch,
Yes.
looks like you're
I
having a
can't
little
see.
trouble here.
I can't see in the dark.
Oh, here.
And he's gonna give you a hooded lantern, so you can add that to your inventory, and he's gonna light it for you with his tinderbox.
Okay. As soon as you light the lantern, you all can hear, not hear, you can kind of actually, as you all kind of step into the warehouse, you can all hear like what sounds like wet mush moving, like a wet slapping and sucking sound. And Enoch, how close did you get to the cauldron?
I mean, he would have stepped in and probably paused
Okay.
in a dilemma of like, do I get my torch out?
Yeah,
do I
'cause he's,
request?
like-
Yeah,
I
he's not
noticed him,
gonna
like,
like
kinda
walk like.
feeling around.
Okay, yeah. So the cauldron is still like a good 40 feet away.
Is it like so? I imagine there's like a small fire under the cauldron. Like, is it still
No
on
fire.
fire?
No fire
Oh.
whatsoever.
Yeah. So he probably would have reached down and grabbed this hooded lantern.
Okay. And yeah, as you all kind of get into the warehouse kind of deal, like just through the door, you can hear that wet, like smacking and sucking and slopping sound.
Gross.
It sounds like a really wet movement coming from the cauldron.
Can he attach the hooded lantern to his?
Sure. Yeah.
Is that possible?
Yeah, totally.
To free up his hand.
Totally. Yeah.
He's gonna attach it to his belt, and he's gonna fully grab and fully brace his shield as he kind of walks up. He's gonna walk up to the cauldron area.
Okay. How close?
I mean, he's gonna walk up to it, so I mean, he's gonna get about 10 or so feet from it.
All right. As soon as you get up, you can that sound for you is much louder, like, and you can't see in it from where you are though. And it's a largish cauldron. It's about 6 feet in diameter.
Oh man, it's third level.
Oh, sorry, 6 feet in diameter. So 6 feet around, and it's maybe like 3 feet tall.
Okay, he's
And
gonna.
it's just laying flat on the ground. It's not on any timber or anything to start a fire. It's just flat on the ground.
Can he walk around it toward the station? So like wherever the station portion of
Yeah.
this would be, like where the
Yeah.
prep, I guess the prep area.
Sure. What's everybody else doing?
We can't see anything sort of bubbling out or anything. We can't.
Not from where
See.
you guys are.
I'm preparing a spell. That's all I'm doing.
Okay.
Like preparing.
I think Lindak would probably have followed Enak, but behind him.
Okay.
Lindak can see, so
Yeah, and there's also like light now, so you're not just seeing shades of gray.
Are there any things gravel sized or larger that he can kind of take cover behind?
Bed, stools, urns, jars, tables.
Cool. I'll start with the closest thing closest to the doorway that we entered through.
Okay, so probably like just an assorted crate.
Yeah.
There's no lid to the crate.
All right. So he's just gonna like kind of post up there, peek around the side, and do like kind of a bonus action hide.
Sure.
Okay.
Enoch, you
Lindak
get
would be about 5 feet behind Enoch.
okay.
It's a 19.
All right, so Enoch, you get to the workstation, and yeah, it's just assortment of dried herbs and other ingredients, salts, minerals, rocks, gems. The gems don't look like they're worth much of anything. Mainly just pure components for making potions and stuff. There's like also like assorted organs and stuff in jars and other things, like bladders, like
Any
fish.
kind of like shelving or like drawers or anything like that. Paperwork.
It looks like it's like a ramshackle kind of workstation.
Okay.
It's been made relatively quickly, so there's no like shelves or anything. It's all just placed in like crates and
Okay.
stacked on the desk in a really like haphazardly way.
Okay. He's gonna, seeing that, he is going to take the hooded lantern off. How far away would the desk or the station be from the cauldron?
15 feet.
So he's gonna place the on the highest point that he can, he's going to place the hooded lantern.
Okay.
And then he is going to angle himself where he's not blocking the light, so he's not standing in front of, like, he's not eclipsing the light to the cauldron. He's going to kind of step so that he could walk around, and he's going to make his way to the actual cauldron.
Sure. What's Lindak doing?
Lindak is just watching Enak very carefully.
Okay. So Enak, how close do you get to this cauldron?
Yeah, he's getting, so he's about 10 feet. He's going to close that 5 feet gap.
Okay. As you get within 5 feet of it, you can see what's kind of rolling around in it. It's more of those worms, but they're not suspended in any liquid. They're just rolling around on their own. And there looks like there might be a million or so of these minuscule little worms just rolling around in there. And as you get within 5 feet, they all stop rolling around.
Okay.
And I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Fuck.
As one of these worms launches out and lands on your skin.
Oh, fuck. That's a 5.
A 5, it burrows under your skin.
Oh!
Just
He's going to stumble back.
yep. And then they go back to rolling and writhing around in the.
He's going to like look at Lindak, and he's going to.
Actually, hold on. Let me see if it does burrow under your skin.
Oh.
I think it does though with a fail save.
It's fucking gross.
So gross.
Nope, it is actually kind of leached and it's got like these little mandibles that are sunken into your arm, so it's in the process of burrowing underneath.
Okay, can he run to the hooded lantern, and he's going to place like the hot metal between, so it's going to be his arm, the worm, then wherever the heat, like a hot metal placing. So he's just going to kind of like press it up against the hooded lantern wherever it's like.
Triumvirate of pain. I get it.
Okay. It doesn't seem like anything happens. It looks like it's wriggling more and like it needs to get away, and now it burrows under your skin.
Fuck.
And just goes into your arm, and you can feel it like just crawling in your, like through your like veins and stuff.
God, he's mortified. He looks physically mortified. His arm is like laid out.
You take 9 points of necrotic damage, by the way.
Crap.
And Lindak, you were close enough to see like that worm latch onto his arm, wriggle there. He runs back to the lantern, kind of where you're standing, and presses it up against the lantern. It looks like it gets more agitated instead of hurt by anything, and it burrows into the arm.
My.
Okay, he's gonna panic. He's gonna touch his own arm, and he is going to do 5 points of lay on hands,
Okay.
essentially attempting to remove a disease or neutralize a poison.
Okay, cool. So as you do lay on hands, the wound where it crawled in, like pus just starts to like pool out, and like kind of squirt out like a popped zit, just and the pieces of like this dissolved worm kind of just squirt out from your arm.
Oh.
Do I still feel it or anything?
No, it's dealt with. Now there are 999,000 left to go.
Okay, we'll just spend that many days here, and we'll just keep on coming back.
But you noticed, actually, I might be wrong with the.
Uh-oh.
Oh, it's within 10 feet, not 5, so it should have been. Anyways, but yeah.
Oops. Lucky break.
And as you guys
He's
are kind
kinda
of in this warehouse.
Staring at the wound at the moment.
All right.
He's kind of shocked.
Well, the land hands also healed it. So there's
Okay,
the
yeah.
wound, as like that all got expelled, the wound healed. And as you're kind of in this warehouse, you hear footsteps kind of coming from the back half of the warehouse. Like, I heard voices. But everybody wants to hide. I need stealth checks, and also the lantern will need to be turned off if you want to be.
Yeah, he's gonna like shink Try to
Okay.
close the
So,
hood.
What I described, what you can, when Gravel asked what he could hide behind, I described what you could hide behind. There's nothing really in here that big people.
He's gonna try to hide behind the station. Is that like a blockade, or is like the station up against the wall?
The station's right up against the wall.
Can he just drop to the ground poof, after he closes the lantern?
Sure.
Would you say I'm already hidden?
Yes.
Okay. Do you remember what score I had?
19.
Okay. Cool.
So everybody. So yeah, there's a bed to hide in. There's a bed. There is again. This is a very, very vacant warehouse that once stored siege equipment, and all that's left is a ramshackle potions workshop. There is not much to hide behind. There's the cauldron, which is rather big. There's the bed. There's the workshop, which again is up against the wall, but there is a desk someone could probably crawl under if they wanted to, and there's crates, but the crates are only really big enough to hide a gnome-sized individual.
I was staying pretty well near the doorway. Is there anything like what would be the nearest thing for me to hide?
Outside.
Okay.
So everyone roll stealth checks based on how good you're hiding. Okay,
Yeah.
so what'd you get, Lindak?
I got a 2.
Okay, where are you trying to
I'm
hide?
basically I kind of froze in place where I was.
At the workstation. Okay. Enoch dropped to the floor at the workstation.
That's an unnatural one, so I rolled a 2 minus 1.
Okay, so that's
Oh
big.
my.
There's this big like thud as a Goliath drops to the floor. Talindra, your stealth check doesn't matter. Essentially, you're just outside.
But I'm
Well, it
confused.
kind of
So this-
Oh,
would
true.
matter though.
What'd you get?
Is this room? I got a dirty 20, but is this room like directly leading out to the outside?
Yeah.
Oh,
We
okay.
just came
So
in.
I
It's
guess
like
I
a-
just kind
so-
of like pop out under and I wait to hear what happens.
Okay.
It's like
And
a
then, yeah,
long
that's
hallway, right? Or like a long warehouse.
Yeah, I thought it was like a hallway.
Yeah.
So
But-
the good thing about whether or not you, sorry, Justin, go ahead.
So, with that loud thud on the floor and Lindak and Enoch not hiding so well, you hear the voice say, "Oh, there's someone over there by the workstation. Go see if it's Luther." And you see two robed individuals. So those of you with dark vision see two robed individuals kind of walking towards the workstation, and one of them is making a weird sucking sound, and the other one appears just to be talking like a normal human. He's like, "Yeah, there's someone over there. I think they disturbed the workstation." And they start to approach, and I'm
gonna open the lantern.
okay, because one of them conjures a light spell on their hand, and they go,
Oh, okay.
"Oh." I need,
Would have
everybody,
immediately seen Lindax.
I need everybody to roll initiative. Enoch prone, Lindak just standing still. Everybody roll initiative, please.
Oh no.
These roll well.
I did not roll well.
Okay, that's not bad. It's not great.
Swapping dice.
This minus
here.
1 on Dex is kicking my butt.
Uh-oh.
Kicking my butt.
Yeah, just wait until we're level 5 and we start encountering a bunch of fireballs. It's not fun when you have low decks.
Yeah, it is not great.
Dex is great. Sneaky is worse.
Alrighty. Oh, cool. Talindra, what'd you get for initiative?
I got a 10.
10. Enoch.
14.
14. You're also prone. Lindak, what'd you get?
11.
11. And Vinlock.
7.
Ooh!
Jeez.
So the cultist is gonna go first for sure. And they're gonna rush towards the prone individual. Not leaving Lindak's reach, because you guys are side by side, so. And it is going to... Actually, no, it's not. He's going to stay back by the door. He's going to stay back about 30 feet. And he's going to cast Hold Person on Lindak. Lindak, I need a Wisdom saving throw. As he just reaches up a hand that casts the light, and then just... You can feel your
17.
limbs... 17. Alright, you are not paralyzed.
That's good.
That'll end that'll end the cultist turn. He's 30 feet away from Lindak and Enoch, and he's about 50 feet away from Gravel and 60 feet away from Talindra. Bring it to Enoch. You're prone. And also, I read it wrong. Anyone who gets within 10 feet of that cauldron is going to have to deal with those worms.
Good thing I'm 15. Yay. He's going to stand up.
Mm-hmm. Half movement.
Yeah, he's going to essentially kind of like I want him to be able to. Can he essentially drop his Morning Star, grab the hand axe?
Sure.
And,
Yeah.
oh, you said he's 30 feet.
Yeah, he's 30 feet away.
Are they both of them are?
Yep, they're side by side. And your detect evil is how long does its divine sense last?
It's a 6 second thing.
Oh yeah, it's not detecting what the other thing is. That looks like it's making sucking sounds under its robes.
Frick. He will use 10 feet of movement to get 10 feet closer,
Okay.
and he's gonna throw the hand axe at
The human in robes or the sucking sound thing in robes?
who tried to cast a spell.
The human.
He's gonna go for the human then.
Okay, go for it. You just walk forward 10 feet. So as
Yeah.
soon as the light spell comes up and he goes to cast a spell, then 6 seconds later, just a axe goes flying at his face.
That's a 17 to hit.
17 hits, roll damage as the axe just sails towards this human in robes.
Oh shit, that's 11. That's max
Oh,
damage.
Nice. Just it slams into his shoulder and just embeds itself in the collarbone. He's like, ah! Fuck.
And then he's gonna take 5 steps back.
And
Like
as
he's
you
trying to get
yeah.
closer to his.
as you take 5 steps back, it just says, "You're not Luther. Where's Luther?" And that'll bring it to Lindak.
Okay. Manifest Echo, 15 feet away towards them.
Okay.
And the Echo is going to move the other 15 feet and attack him with my sword.
Go for it. This echo disappears, runs towards the human or the sucking sound robe thing.
I'm assuming an 8 probably doesn't hit.
An 8 doesn't hit. He just sidesteps, and the sword just slams into the ground.
Alright. That's all I can do for the moment.
Cool beans. That'll bring it to the sucking sound robe thing. Okay. It is going to use full 30 feet of movement and get up close to Lindak. Just as it walks, you can hear like a wet slopping sound, like the same sucking sound that came from that cauldron. As this robed individual walks towards Lindak, your echo, I believe, can make no, it cannot make an attack opportunity, I don't think. So
Make
it
a
is.
what?
I don't think echoes can make attack opportunity.
Yeah, I think it can actually.
Because these things were side by side. So.
Yep, when a creature that you can see within 5 feet of your Echo moves at least 5 feet away
Okay,
from
cool.
it, you can use
Make
your
it- yeah,
reaction.
sure. So yeah, so it's it's Lindak's reaction that's being used then to make an attack of opportunity. So
And that one.
it kind of just like it looks like it distorts its shape and just shrinks a bit, and a huge like wet slopping sucking sound comes out as it just kind of goes. It shrinks a little bit, and the sword just swings wide over it, and it kind of passes under the blade and then regrows and continues on towards Lindak.
What the fuck?
And it is going to make it's going to make some attacks on Lindak. Just walks up and just alrighty,
Okay, go for it.
let's go here. The first claw attack. Oh, that's not going to hit. That's an 11 to hit.
Nope. Hit my shield.
Second attack is an 8 to hit. Fuck.
Nope.
And you hear like a slopping sound underneath its robes, and one of those worms launches out towards you. I need
Okay.
a dexterity saving throw.
Multi attack and one of these? Fuck, we gotta take this thing out. What's this? This is shit.
It's 13.
13. You dodge the worm and it lands on the floor, still alive, wriggling around, and it kind of rears up and looks like it's going to launch at somebody else.
Fuck.
That'll bring us to Talindra. You are 60 feet away from all of this, outside the doors.
Okay. Am I outside of the room? Like I can't. I didn't see any of this.
You can see it if you look and you have dark vision.
Okay. So I'm not behind a door or anything.
No,
okay.
but you can hear it and see it because of your dark vision.
Okay. I'm gonna try to do a Tasha's hideous laughter on the worm thing.
Okay. Sure. Wisdom saving throw? Charisma? Wisdom?
Yeah, that's wisdom 13.
Ooh, 10 plus 1. 11.
Okay, so that thing is laughing.
Alright.
When it falls prone?
Let me see
I think it's
something.
prone.
Let me see something.
Incapacitated.
'Cause this might be different.
Are you checking the intelligence? Because
No, I'm
it's
checking,
4.
I'm checking something else.
Okay.
Just checking resistances.
Oh, fuck.
Immunities.
It's worms.
Yeah, it just starts going, makes like weird like frothing noises and falls prone.
Okay, cool.
Disgusted. I'm
Right.
disgusted.
999,998.
So yeah,
Alright.
it's just like on the ground making like frothing noises because it can't laugh.
Okay.
Anything else? That was your action
Yeah,
to do that?
I am going to, gosh, I don't know who I want to inspire. I guess I'll inspire Lindak, let's say.
Okay.
Bardic inspiration.
Yes, so I just do a little...
4 or 6.
That is a D6.
Thank you.
All right. Anything else? Movement to get in there, or
I'm well within range of all of them, like 60 feet
you're 60
away.
feet? You're 60
right?
feet away.
Okay, that's fine for now.
Okay. Gravel.
He's gonna take. Well, one, because that other thing is prone, he can't really
No.
fire on it because it would be at disadvantage because it's prone.
Correct.
So he is going to fire at the human.
Okay, go for it. And because you're hidden with advantage.
Sweet.
It's actually, I think, incapacitated, not prone. But
It's
Usually
Tasha City is
with
laughter.
hideous laughter.
Tasha City is laughter. They fall prone.
unable to stand. Yeah, okay.
14 to hit.
14 does hit. The arrow kind of you just
Thank God.
and the arrow goes sailing towards him.
I
Sneak attack
rolled-
because advantage.
Yeah, so crazy thing. I rolled max damage for both sneak attack and the regular.
Hold on. Okay, I forgot about the intelligence score 4 or less, but it has. It is still affected. It does not have a 4 or less for intelligence.
Good.
Sorry, Grav, what were you saying?
So the total was 22 total damage.
22 total damage.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm aiming for like a knee shot. We got to take this guy alive.
Okay. Hits him in the knee, and he lets out a yelp and falls unconscious because he had 22 hit points.
Oh fuck.
And he'll be making the death saves because I'm
All right.
unconscious still.
All right, and then I'm going to take a bonus action to hide.
Okay. Okay. Oh, all right.
But before I hide, I'm gonna say like, we might need to keep that guy alive. Shit. And then he's gonna take off running into the darkness to find
Okay.
a different piece of cover to
All
hide
right.
behind.
Stealth check.
That's a 25.
Ooh. Okay. I wonder, does Tajacity's laughter require that the creature can understand you? It doesn't say so. I'm just checking. Perceives
It just
everything-
says
yeah.
it perceives everything
Yep.
as hilarious.
Yep.
Funny.
All right. All right.
Just your voice alone is enough
Alrighty.
to.
The cultist got a 15 on a death saving throw,
Okay.
based on the axe wound and the everything else. But yeah, he's unconscious. Enoch, the worm thing's on the ground making frothing noises. The cultist is unconscious with your axe embedded in his shoulder and an arrow kind of like embedded in like his knee.
All right. He's going to first bonus action, second wind,
Okay,
just in case.
sure.
What did I? Let's see. Oh, okay. That's not bad. 9 plus 2 is 11. Okay, back to full. Okay, and he is going to complete the action of running. He's going to run over to this
Cool.
dropped cultist.
As you run towards the dropped cultist, that worm that launched at Lindak because the cultist is right. The worm thing is on the ground right in front of Lindak. That worm is going to leap at you as you run past. I need a dexterity saving throw as you run past.
Oh my god. Natural 20 minus 1, 19.
All right,
oh
so
my god.
it leaps 10 feet towards you as you pass. Yeah, so it leaps 10 feet towards you as you run past, and then it rears up back on the ground and gets ready to go.
Okay,
These are considered.
yeah.
These are like tiny worms, so they're like
Okay.
this big. They're not
Okay.
huge.
Okay.
And you run up to the cultist.
Yeah. Keeping him alive. That's the goal. That was 30 feet. He was 30
Yes.
feet away from me.
Yep. But you move 10 feet ahead, so he's 20 feet away.
Okay, so
Oh yeah, so you actually wouldn't be within. No wait, no. Yeah, 10 feet. As a 10 feet.
yeah, if I was
attack
running
range,
past
so,
it, still, yeah.
10 feet attack range for those worms. They leap.
Can he? Okay. He's gonna attempt to stabilize this dude.
Okay. Medicine
Okay.
check, please.
16 plus 4, dirty 20.
Yep, you just stabilize him. He's no longer making death saving throws. And he will become conscious, however, in 2 hours. You can judge
Stand up
that
and
based on the
turn
severity
back.
of his wounds. He'll be probably awake in like 2 hours.
Okay.
That's your turn, I guess.
It is.
Okay.
Don't have my
Lindak,
weapon on me.
that
Oh, shit.
worm thing cultist that's like the frothing worms under the robes. It is prone in front of you and laughing. Not laughing because it can't laugh, has no mouth. So it's just like.
Okay, so that was the creature that was making the sucky noises, right?
Yep.
He's right in front of me.
Yep.
And is anything near my echo?
An unconscious cultist that is stabilized.
And Enak is right there too. Then,
No, Enoch.
because he just stayed.
I'm standing by the other cultist.
Yeah, Enoch is right where the worm thing is, because the worm thing ran. The thing on the robes ran towards Lindak and then got dropped by Talindra's hideous laughter.
Okay, so which one is stabilized? That's, I guess
The cultist.
The human.
The human.
the human.
Which is 30 feet from Lindak. So
Correct.
Enoch and the human are 30 feet from you and the dropped worm cultist, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is
So your
hard.
targets are a worm and a
Yep.
weird.
It's not my target
something-
so much as where I'm gonna do it from, and I'm not getting a really good picture of that.
It's prone right in front of you.
Yeah, okay, but way far away from my echo.
No, it's right in front of Lindak. Nothing is close to your echo.
All right, then I am going to teleport to my echo.
Okay.
We're going to swap places, and my echo is going to attack whoever's right in front of me.
Okay.
Oh, you're switching places
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
them.
Right,
Nice.
so I myself
Yes.
am now 30 feet
Yeah.
away from anybody.
Fucking
and
cool. All right.
sword-
Awesome.
Oh,
All
Okay,
right.
sword him.
With advantage because it's prone.
Oh, with advantage.
Nice.
That didn't help. 7 plus 4 is only 11.
11 hits.
Yay!
Mhm.
And you sink your sword into this writhing mass of worms in robes. Just.
Another 1. 1 damage. Okay, hold on. Maybe there's some pluses on that. Just
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was like, you don't get no bonus?
Oof.
Yeah.
plus 4. 5.
Okay. You stab into this mass of just writhing worms. Or your echo does. Just.
Disgusted.
Yeah.
oh, it will.
Each time it
get
takes
there.
damage. Yeah, it makes a wisdom save.
Yeah.
It took damage. Yeah. Dirty.
I believe
20.
it's
dirty.
with advantage.
Nope. It just says
The target has advantage on the saving
if
throw.
it's triggered by damage. Yeah. So it's a 19 plus 1, dirty 20 on the first one. Yeah, it's a dirty 20.
Yeah.
So it is no
So that's
longer. It is no longer under the effects of hideous laughter. And it's its
Yeah.
turn.
Bummer.
Yeah. It happens.
Alrighty.
Well, it's left, isn't it? Just that guy?
It's on the ground still, so
And a
nothing
bunch of
to do there.
worms.
Oh, and the worm. Don't forget about the fucking worm.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And a cauldron full of worms.
Anything else for Lindak?
No.
Cool. This thing is going to use half its movement to stand up, Just like, and it doesn't look like it's like standing up on feet. It kind of like the mass shifts and it goes from prone to like standing up with like a sucking sound as the robes kind of like unnaturally shift. Just, and it is. These things aren't super intelligent, so it's going to make all attacks at the echo.
Right.
So the first attack is a 22 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. 4 slashing damage.
And my echo poofs.
It's like it
Not one
turns
hit.
around and sees the 2 individuals still alive because it can't see gravel. Actually, it can. Oh yeah, no, it can't because you did another stealth check. It sees Talindra, but she's not close enough, so it's gonna move 15 feet towards Lindak and Enak. It's 15 feet, so it's still got 15 feet left to go. And its worms, it can't do any more attacks based on the distance. It looks like it heals a little, like that wound where it got stabbed closes up. As the worms kind of like, just kind of suck over to it. And that worm that is still on the floor is going to use its 1 foot of movement speed and slowly inch towards Enoch and Lindak. Kind of like a...
Nasty. That's so fucking nasty.
Yeah.
Ew.
And that'll bring it to Talindra.
Okay. Ooh, geez, what do I want to do? It's still 60 feet from me?
Yep. No, it'd be more now because it moved 15 feet away from you, so it's...
So it's further than
75 feet away now.
Okay. Well, then I am going to move
Oh, no,
towards
it's still 60 feet, technically.
Okay. Does it have any... It doesn't have any weapons on it, does it?
Nope.
Not that I've seen. Okay.
Nope.
Okay. I'm going to move so that I'm still within 60 feet, so I don't move. And I'm going to do a vicious mockery.
Okay.
I'm just going to do an intimidating, like, on my violin.
Okay.
I can't do violin sounds, but you know what I mean. It's
Alright.
That's 3 damage.
3, what kind of damage?
That I think it's psychic.
Okay.
Psychic damage. Is
Alright.
it immune to?
It doesn't appear so. It just keeps keeps its focus on...
So it doesn't seem affected by it.
It is affected by it. It just seems to
It
be
is.
focused on the 2 meals in front
Okay.
of it.
Okay, and
Well,
then
not
for a
meals, something else entirely. Anything else?
Friends.
yeah, then I'll inspire gravel.
All right. D6 of inspiration.
Gravel, where are you? Inspired.
Or Vinlock. I don't think I know.
That's what.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, he didn't say it, did
Nope,
he?
he
He did not say it. No,
Anything else, Talindra?
no, that's all.
Okay, that'll bring us to Gravel then. You can see that worm thing just kind of like shift upright. It starts to move towards Enoch and Lindak, and the worm beside it kind of inching along on the ground.
Sneak attack!
All right, on who?
Ow.
On who? The thing or the worm?
The worm. No, the thing. The
Okay,
thing.
make an attack roll with advantage.
23.
23 hits as it just
To hit
an
it.
arrow hits it in the back.
All right, and that is 3d6 because of sneak attack. That is 12 damage.
12 damage. Oh,
Plus, actually plus 4. So that's 16 damage.
Okay. All right, and it's just like takes the arrow in the back, and just lets out a weird like frothing hiss, like, and then just looks like it's still intent on going after Lindak and Enoch.
Bonus action hide.
Stealth check.
Because he did not like how that sounded. That's a 20.
Okay, cool.
Dirty 20.
All right. That'll bring it to anything else, rather? Bonus action.
Bonus action he used
Okay.
up. Unless you would have said he would have needed to move to a different place in order to hide
Most
effectively.
likely, yeah, most likely.
Yeah, you did mention like some urns and some other
Yeah.
things, so I imagine he just picked something else
Okay.
like within 30 feet to
Yeah.
just kind of like.
Easy. All right.
Okay.
That'll bring us to the cultist who is stabilized. Enoch, that worm thing is 15 feet away, like the worm-robed thing. 15 feet away, and it's slowly walking towards you. Not really slowly, it's pretty quick. Well, 30
I
feet.
think
It's
what's-
walking towards you, and that little inching worm is like right beside it.
Is
Well, not really. It's
the-
got 1 foot of movement speed, so.
So I imagine stabilizing this dude, he would have removed the hand axe, right? Or would he left it in? If not, he's just gonna
Sure,
pull
you-
the
you-
other one and
All
throw
right, you
it.
probably pulled it out.
Okay. He's gonna grab that and
All right, make an attack roll against this thing.
12.
12 does hit as you just. And it sinks.
9.
It sinks into like the center mass, and the worms start to like come out of the hole in the robes and start to just like crawl over the axe and just make it disappear in the mass. Almost like it's claiming it for itself.
I'm disgusted.
Just-
Okay. Yeah, let's do it. Action surge. He's gonna grab the other hand axe and
Okay, go
throw
for it.
his other one. Jeez. That's a natural 20.
All right, roll damage and multiply it, then add modifiers.
Yes.
Okay.
Doc.
Right. Okay, that's 4 times 2 is 8 plus 5 is 13.
13 total damage. All right, so you throw another axe at it, and it looks like it narrowly severs like whatever the left arm is made of. But then the worms kind of reattach the left arm and absorb the axe as well. Just
He's gonna try to maneuver to go to at least put 30 feet between him
okay.
and this
Sure,
worm thing.
Sure.
So he's 15 feet away, so he's gonna move at least 20 feet away from this creature.
So like just straight backwards.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, you almost be at the other wall of this warehouse.
That's fine.
Okay, it's about that other wall is about 10 feet away.
That's fine.
Oh right, and
Well, then I'll go. So wait, was that if I move full 30, would that put me up against the wall?
it puts you like up against the bed.
Okay. Well, I'll do the full 30 to get to that point.
Okay, so you'd be standing on the bed with the full 30.
Fine. Just hop
Okay,
up.
Okay. Yeah, it looks like it's a bed meant for a human, and you can hear it just go. The springs, not springs, but like the wooden bed frame kind of just groan.
Fine.
All right, that'll bring us to Lindak.
Muted.
Okay, this thing is like 15 feet away.
Yep.
All right, manifest echo.
Okay.
15 feet, right in front of him. So what's that, 10 feet?
Yeah.
And yeah, he's going to attack with his sword from the
Okay.
echo.
Make an attack roll.
Okay. 16, 20, dirty 20 to hit.
Hits, roll
Very
damage.
nice.
You get the sense it's not going to be fooled by the echo this time, though.
8 points of slashing damage.
All right. The echo slashes into it. Some of the worms kind of like fall out, but like where the holes were, where the worms have been like getting cut away, there's kind of like slowly like worms are just kind of like regrowing there.
I am
And
disgusted.
then Lindak himself is going to back up by where Enak is. Maybe not on the bed.
All right. Brings it back to this worm thingy, cultist worm robed thing. It looks like those like worms that are regrowing are healing it when they regrow. So just, and yeah, it's done. It's no longer concerned about your echo because it knows it's fake. And it is instead going to use its rest of its movement to get to the cultist. That is, with no one guarding it. Just
Reaction.
But-
reaction, man.
cool. Make an attack roll.
Yeah.
11.
11 hits. You just the echo.
That's hit. 10.
10 damage.
Points of damage.
All right, so while it's moving, it's actually going to make an attack against the echo instead, and then go for the cultist. That's a natural 20, so the cultist,
That
the
hits.
echo's gone. And it just goes up to the cultist and is going to make an attack on the cultist with advantage.
Fuck this guy.
Which is a 9 plus 15 to hit. Hits the cultist. That's considered
Plus 15?
15 to hit. That's considered an auto crit though because he's unconscious. So 2 failed death saves for this guy, but it might outright kill him. No, it won't. 15 slashing damage and 20 necrotic damage. Oh yeah, no, he's dead. It just walks over and just rips its throat out.
Damn it.
And then it is going to use its burrowing worm. Oh, it only moves 15 feet. Yeah. It's going to move 15. It's going to move the rest of its 15 feet closer to Enoch and Lindak, and it's going to shoot a worm at Lindak, just out of its robes. And Lindak, you see this worm flying towards you. I need a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, good. 15.
15 makes it. The worm lands on the bed and then rears up. The other worm is going to crawl closer, 1 foot of movement speed, action to dash 2 feet towards the cultist's body. And that'll bring us to Talindra.
Okay, how far is this guy from me at this point?
He'd be farther away now. He moved 15 feet away technically, so he's 75 feet away.
75. Okay, I'm gonna move my full speed towards him.
Okay.
Trying as hard as I can to not get near the cauldron, although I don't think that'll be a problem for a bit anyways.
You can see the cultist that they were trying to bring as evidence has his throat slashed open, and one of those little worms is inching closer towards the cultist's body.
Okay, the worm is not on the body, it's like nearby.
It's really slow. It has 2 feet of movement
Okay,
speed.
then can I just like step on the worm? What?
You're not. You still have to make an attack roll to attack the worm.
Okay.
So stepping on would be considered an unarmed strike.
My unarmed strike is 0. It's like the damage is 0.
You automatically only do like if you have like modifier to it, you automatically do 1 damage minimum.
Okay. Then that's what I have to
So roll to see if it hits first.
That's 19.
19 hits for sure.
Very nice.
Yeah.
So you just bring your foot up and just step on it. How many hit points does this thing have? 1 hit point. So you just bring your foot down and and you just squish the worm that was going towards the cultist. And that's your attack act. That's your action right there.
That's my action. Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
That's okay.
I don't have much else I can do, so I will. That's my turn, and I'll move on my next turn.
Okay. Vinlock. That thing is 75 feet away from you now.
Which thing?
The worm thing in the robes. Or no, not 75 feet away. It would be 65 feet away from you.
Still within range. He's gonna pop out and fucking shoot that shit.
Alright, with advantage.
Yeah. Oh, with advantage.
Yep.
Okay. That's a 17.
17 hits. You just another arrow flies towards this worm thing, and you notice that all the arrows that are hitting it are getting sucked into the worm body.
Gross. I'd better start docking off arrows then.
Correct.
That'll be 3 arrows. That is a total of 12 damage though.
Okay, still standing. Just like it's slowly making its way towards Lindak and Enoch. I keep saying slowly, but it's not really slow.
1, 2, 3
The visual
total arrows
though,
I've
was
spent.
There.
Okay. Yeah, and then bonus action, hide again if you deem that there is something else left to be
I'd say
hidden
probably
behind.
not. Based on how many times it's been shot in the back, it probably knows there's someone back there scurrying around. So I'd say.
But I could still is there? I mean,
No.
I could run and hide behind something else that was nearby that I was hiding behind before. Or?
I'd say no, because it's kind of it knows where you've been shooting at every single time. The really
So-
only other realistic place you could hide behind at this point is probably under the desk.
Okay, all right. How close is that?
From where you are, 15 feet.
All right, I'm gonna do that then.
All right, stealth check. And then the only other place that's within sight that you could probably hide behind before you're kind of out of hiding places in this area is the cauldron.
All right, 27.
Yeah, you do kind of do like the running slide under the desk.
Okay,
Anything else? Action, bonus action, movement.
that's it.
Cool. Oh, the cult fanatic's dead as fuck. Enak, you see this thing walking towards you. It launched a worm at Lindak. Lindak dodged out of the way. Now the worm's on the bed, right beside you. Just kind of reared up on the bed, getting ready to pounce again.
I don't have my weapon on me at the moment. I still don't have my morning star to go get that.
Yep.
That's where I was headed. Can he attempt to squish the bug? I guess.
Yeah.
Or like,
Give me an attack roll and then use unarmed strike damage.
that's 17 plus 5, 22.
22 hits, so you just like raise your foot up. What's your unarmed strike damage, just for shits and giggles?
4.
4, yeah. You just bring your foot up and you bring it down hard on that worm, and the bed frame just goes.
And he is going to
And that worm
sprint
is dead.
30 feet, trying to make like almost like if he could make like a circle, like a big,
Okay.
trying to keep out. Is there like a way to go toward the door?
There.
Toward where we came from?
I'm curious. Actually, what's something here?
Not trying to run past this thing or the cauldron.
So if you do attempt to run past it, because these worms technically don't count as attacks, could make an attack of opportunity with its worms as soon as you leave within 10 feet of it, and it is currently 10 feet away. Yeah, it can use those worms as attack of opportunities.
Gross.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to get hit by it, so he's going to attempt to do it. He's going to try to run.
All right, it's going to attempt to shoot a worm at you, so another worm comes flying out from its robes, and I
That's
need a
disgusting.
dexterity saving throw as the worm comes jettisoning towards your cheek. Just
14.
14. You duck, and you can see the worm coming, and you just duck, and it splatters about 10 feet behind you. Just actually,
I'm so
based on where you were,
disgusted.
that is another worm on the bed, just
Oh, gross. Yeah.
where
Wait,
the deck is.
Alive? Another worm in
Yeah,
play?
yeah. It used an attack of opportunity to launch a worm. Just,
Fuck these
These-
worms!
He's gonna run the full 30 that he can get away.
cool. That'll bring it to Lindak then, if you're not doing anything else.
No,
Okay.
no.
So Lindak, you're on the bed essentially where Enak was. There's a worm right beside you, and that worm-robed individual is 10 feet away from you, coming towards you.
And my last echo got killed.
Correct, because it knows those echoes are fake, so it's not really bothering with them unless it has to.
Your current echo though is fine. That made
You
the
get-
attack
you
of
get-
opportunity.
You get one at a time, and it killed it.
No, he can spend a
I
bonus
thought
action
it
to
was
make
an
them.
attack of
yes.
opportunity. Oh, sorry.
I think.
It used an attack of opportunity, and then on the worm thing's turn, it attacked the echo and destroyed it because it has one hit point.
Right.
The echoes
Right.
have one hit point.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
And then it killed the cultist. And then tried to infect the cultist, but that didn't work.
Gross.
Manifest echo.
Okay.
How
How many times can you do that per rest? Because this will be your third time doing it.
Anytime I want.
It's just endless.
You can use a bonus action to magically manifest an echo of yourself in an unoccupied space you can see within 15 feet.
I'm surprised there is not a limit on that, but okay. Cool.
Okay. Okay, manifest echo 5 feet behind the monster that is 15 feet, or sorry, 10 feet in front of it. So
All right.
15 feet, so behind.
Okay.
And then I am going to run my echo 30 more feet, because he can move 30 feet in any direction.
And it's already used its attack of opportunity, so.
And I am going to move up 10 feet and hit him with my sword.
Wait, so where's your echo going?
He's 35 feet behind.
Oh, okay, I get what you're doing. Okay. And then you're walking up to this thing to attack it?
Yeah.
Oh, as you step away from the worms do get attacks of opportunity as well because they're considered a separate creature.
Okay.
I need a dexterity saving throw from Lindak.
Dex 10.
10. That's a fail. The worm latches onto your lower back.
My lower back.
Yep. Just.
All right. I don't think I can do anything else.
Okay.
I could move. No, because that would be an opportunity attack. Okay,
this thing-
I'm
the-
lost. I was by the bed, and
Yeah.
this thing was on the bed.
A
It
worm
attacked
was.
me
The-
before I was moving.
Yes, the worm that was
Like
on the
10
bed that
feet.
got launched out of the bed attacked you.
Right.
This worm thing in robes already used its reaction to attack your Echo Knight.
Right,
So, yes, the worm on the bed attacked you.
right. So did I still get to move?
Yes, it doesn't have Sentinel.
Okay, so
So you get up to.
then
you
I
get-
can still attack this thing.
Yes.
Oh, 9 plus 4, yeah, 13.
13 hits. So you walk up to it. The worm, like the little tiny worm, launches, like kind of bites into your lower back and hangs on, and then you walk up to this thing and slash it.
For 3 points of
3
damage.
points of damage. All right. Anything else?
Oh, sorry, just that. 3 plus 2, 5 points of damage.
Okay. Anything else? This thing's starting to
No,
look ragged.
I can't do anything
Okay.
else.
Start of its turn, it regenerates. Yes, regenerates a bit. And then it is going to make 2 claw attacks against you. First one is a dirty 20 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. You take 8 points of slashing damage
Okay.
and 4 points of necrotic damage. Just. And then it's going to rake you again with these worm claws made out of worms. The second attack is a 19 to hit. Or sorry, 15 plus 6, 21 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay.
Oh fuck.
That is 7 slashing damage
Okay.
and 11 necrotic damage.
I'm at 0.
Okay, so Lindak falls unconscious.
And he has a worm on him.
Correct. The worm, on its turn, is going to burrow... Oh, no, hold on. Never mind. It's still on his back. That'll bring it to Talindra.
Okay, how far is Lindak from me?
75 feet. Or no, you moved up. 30 feet. You moved up 30 feet. 45 feet away.
Okay. Are there any of the small worms in my immediate vicinity? Like in close enough that I could get to them?
Nope.
No. Okay. And sorry, how far is the actual big worm?
Right in front of
Thing?
Lindak, 40 feet away.
40
Because it's in front
okay.
of Lindak, so it's 40 feet away.
So
I'm gonna
that means
try
there would be
another-
a worm within that same distance that's on
Cool.
Lindak.
Yeah, 45
Oh,
feet.
can I vicious mockery that worm?
Do you have to,
The worm that's on Lindak?
what's the range on Vicious Mockery?
60 feet.
Let me look at something here. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna try that.
Okay.
They're my intimidating chords.
Okay. Wisdom saving throw?
Yeah, 13.
12 minus 4.
Okay, so that's 3 damage.
It
to
explodes.
that.
Just.
Okay.
Oh, the one on
Oh,
Lindak?
yeah, that's one on Lindak.
Ooh, good.
My echo disappeared anyway, by the way.
Yep.
Because I'm unconscious.
Anything else, Talindra? Vicious Mockery, your action.
I'm gonna move so that I'm gonna move just 15 feet so that I could so that I would be within 30 feet of the thing
Okay.
and keeping away from anything that might get at me.
Sure. That'll bring us to Mr. Vinlock, who is pretty far away.
Yeah, I think I'm still within range though.
Yep.
I'm gonna pop out and do another attack on this entity
Go for it.
with advantage because
Yep.
I'm hidden.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 24 to hit,
24 hits, roll damage.
15 damage.
Alrighty. It is still standing, but it looks like it's barely standing.
you said that my bonus action wouldn't. I probably couldn't hide again.
The only other place in your vicinity that the worm thing doesn't know about that you had not hidden behind yet is the cauldron,
Okay.
and you
All right.
probably don't want to hide behind that.
Yeah, no kidding. Well then, for my bonus action, is there anything standing next to it currently?
No, just
Then I will definitely try to do an insightful fighting
just
on it.
Lindak,
and-
who's unconscious in front of it.
Correct. So it needs to do a deception check.
Okay. Boop-a-da-boo. 7 minus 4, 3.
15.
All right.
So that means I get sneak attack on it for the next minute, pretty much no matter what, unless I have disadvantage.
Okay.
Okay.
Anything else?
And that's the rest of my turn.
Alrighty, that'll bring us to Enoch. You moved 30 feet away from the thing and from Lindak. And it is right in front of Lindak.
Thrown on the ground.
Is there a way that he can, fudge. Where he could run? How far away would his morning star be? He's trying to make a.
A decent amount away. It's kind of near where gravel is, so like 50-ish feet or so, or 40-ish feet.
Oh my god, this is gonna be obnoxious. Okay, so Enoch is gonna attempt something. He's gonna grab his drum, and he's just gonna start beating on it as loud as he can, to make some kind of noise.
Okay.
In this warehouse. So he is just beating the shit out of his drum,
Okay.
just trying to make noise.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope. His goal here is to attract other individuals
Okay.
if he can.
Sure. Lindak, I need a death saving throw.
Fuck.
That's a fail.
Yeah.
So
I still have that bardic
you
inspiration.
do. You
know what? I'd have to
You need to
roll
roll
a
a
nat
6.
six
You need
to
to roll a
hell.
6. But yeah.
I'll save it.
Okay. That'll
So
bring it
good
to
for-
this thing's turn, and it
Oh,
looks
maybe I
like
don't.
it looks like it regenerates a bit. Just oh boy, it has a goal here. So it is going to launch a worm down at Lindak. Lindak automatically fails a saving throw, so there's a worm on him. And then it's going to use its full movement to get towards Enoch and make 2 attacks against Enoch, playing the drum. Boop, 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 boop. The first one is a 19 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
You take 4 points of slashing damage and 6 points of necrotic damage. Just
Okay.
We are all worm people now.
the second attack is a natural. Second attack is a natural 1.
Okay.
So you grab your drum and just in its face. It's like bringing us to Talindra.
So now, sorry. How far is it from me now?
It moved another 30 feet away from you, so
Another 30 feet. So it's 60 feet.
Yep.
Okay. Oh god. Okay. That's not within range anymore. Great. Okay. I'm going to move towards Lindak, and I'm going to make an attack on that worm.
all right. Make an attack roll.
Talindra, the worm crusher.
I know. what I'm best at. That's an
Yeah.
18.
18 hits, and you
That's
just
a great.
you kill a worm that was going to infest Lindak.
Okay.
Oh, that
that's
worm.
my-
Oh, that worm would have had a turn. God, no, they don't get a turn yet. All right. Anything else?
I can't inspire people who are already inspired, correct?
Hey Garrett, just so you know, you posted that in the wrong group.
Oh no!
Anything else, Talindra?
I can only inspire someone once. I can't give them like multiple inspiration, correct? Okay. Then I'm
Inspiration
good.
does not stack.
Stack. Okay.
All right, that'll bring us to anything else then? Movement, action, bonus action. All right, cool.
Stabilizing him would be an action, correct?
Correct, Amundo.
Yeah. So I'm good. I'm staying here.
All right, that brings us to Vinlock. Mr. Gravel.
Oh no! I'm gonna shoot at this thing.
Go for it.
Not at advantage anymore. But that's a 23.
23 hits, roll damage as another arrow goes. And yeah, all these arrows that are hitting it are getting sucked into its worm body.
Yeah, that's another 15 damage.
15 damage. How do you want to do this?
All right.
But we're still in initiative because Lindak either needs to be stabilized or healed.
Yeah, and there's a pot full of worms there too somewhere.
Yeah, so, I mean, with his, given the restrictions, I'm essentially just killing this thing. But with arrows, I think, in my mind, he kind of sees that it starts to dissolve, or like, you know, the little worms / maggots start to, like, disperse.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, no, and just runs up to it and starts like stomping and crushing all of the worms associated with that specific entity.
Okay.
And obviously not mechanically the worms that are already in play.
Okay, so
Because that's not within his parameters.
So the arrow hits it, it's stunned. Then as the arrow hits it, you can see like its mass starting to like fall apart as these worms kind of no longer have any life force driving them. And they all kind of collapse into a pile and wither, and you kind of run over and just start jumping on a bunch of dead worms, kind of just crushing them into a paste on the floor. And anything else, because we're still on initiative, because Lindak has some saving throws to do.
I am going to,
You have a bonus action, and well, your movement would have been getting up to the worm to stomp on it, so...
yeah. How many worms are in play? Can I see?
They're all dead. Except the ones in the cauldron.
Okay. But I have a bonus action.
Yep.
I would like to do... because I can't do much with my bonus action, but what I can do is do a perception check as a bonus action, as a part of my special thing.
Go for it.
So I would like to kind of do a quick breath, focus up, and then do a gauge of my surroundings.
Okay.
Sonar.
Perception check.
All right. Dirty 20.
Nope. Just Lindak dying from wormy slash wounds on his body.
All right. Did not
Nope.
hear my sonar isn't picking anything else up.
Nope.
All right. That's the end of my turn. Can't do
Okay.
anything else.
That brings us to Enak, who is 30 feet away from Lindak.
He jumps over Vinlock and sprinting.
Yeah, because the worm thing died at your feet.
Yeah. And he is going to attempt to stabilize Lindak. Another
All right, give me a medicine check.
15.
15 succeeds. Lindak is stabilized, no longer making death saving throws. He'll wake up in 4 hours, and because we have a game in like 7 minutes, that's where we're going to end the session for the week.
Okay.
Okay. I'm still at 0, but I'm alive.
Yes,
Yeah.
you'll wake up in 4 hours, unless you get healing points and you come back. But yes, thank you for watching that recorded session of Legends of Wildemount, everybody. We'll see you next Wednesday when we get back to doing the streams. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Night.
Good night.
Worms. Oh.